It's time to go on a break. What is up, everybody? My name is Caden. You can call me KL. And today I am going to talk about my experience of being sober off of alcohol since the beginning of 2020. Today is February February 8th, and I'm still not drinking. In my previous video, if you haven't seen it, I'll put a link in the description as well. I wanted to start off the new year not drinking alcohol. And so far, I've been enjoying it. So I've just kind of forgotten about the whole 30 days thing, and I think I'm just going to stick with it for a while. Don't really go out a lot, so it was pretty easy for me to not drink. Although I do enjoy drinking at home while I'm just chilling and watching Netflix or whatever. But, I have a lot of other goals, and drinking just wasn't helping me stick to those other goals. So I wanted to challenge myself. I've noticed some things, I guess, over this 40 day experience. And one thing I've noticed is that my skin, especially like in my face, it's not so puffy. Like my eyes aren't so puffy. And it's like the redness also has gone down. I don't really get like too flush, I guess. But I've noticed that my skin, when I do drink, it's kind of like leathery-ish. And I've noticed that my like fat in my body, it doesn't look like it's just like water weight anymore, I guess. And with all the water, I guess, that I am drinking, I'm able to keep my skin healthier too. So another thing I've noticed is that I sleep a lot better. I've noticed on my Fitbit that I've been able to have longer sleep times. I sleep around like 7 to 8 hours a night, and that seems to be okay for me. If I get any more than that, then I'm kind of tired. But when I am drinking, I do wake up a lot, and I have to pee, and I don't really sleep very good, and I never quite wake up the next day. So with this, like, I didn't even need coffee this morning because I felt fine when I woke up. I was refreshed, like I should be probably. So that has definitely been a good thing because with better sleep, I've been more productive. And with more productivity, I feel more empowered to accomplish these other goals that I've set for myself, such as eating healthy and going to the gym regularly. I've been able to stick to my schedule of going to the gym, and when I was drinking, that was really hard to do because I would find any excuse to not go. And then I've also been able to stick to my diet. Like when I'm drinking, there's a lot of times where I've been like, I don't need dinner. And then I fill up the whole rest of my calories for that day with beer. And that's a lot of beer. That's like 1,500 calories worth of beer. Like that's not healthy for anybody. And, I'm not a big person. I'm only 5'5", and I only weigh like 140 pounds. So I don't know, like eating 1,000 calories a day of food and then having 1,500 calories a day of beer was just not doing anything for my body. And so going to the gym was almost pointless because I didn't follow up my workout with healthy dieting. Um, and I made excuses about that. Like, yeah, when I did eat, I ate healthy, but I just didn't eat enough. And within the last like 4 weeks, I've been able to be in a calorie um, surplus. So I've been able to put on more muscle, although my weight has stayed very similar to where I was. I feel like I've gained more muscle, but I've lost fat. And I've noticed too in the gym that my strength is much better. I'm more focused. I'm able to power through the entire workout that I planned to do. And I don't have like an excuse. I just go there and I do it. And I'm not like worried about going and getting beer afterwards. One thing I do need to work on is cigarettes. That's the next thing I need to quit. Um, and I've started smoking a lot more since I quit drinking. And it's a coping mechanism, you know. I'm substituting one thing for the other, but they're both bad and they both need to go. So that's definitely something I want to work on. I think my mood has been better too. I've been a lot happier. Like, I'm able to go out and take my dog to the park or go on walks and have fun again, but I'm not worried about like bringing a whole backpack full of beer with me. I think my dog enjoys that because she's getting a lot more extra attention, and from all that extra attention, you know, I feel better about myself as a dog owner. I want to live more. I want to live life to the fullest, you know. Um, my tattoo on my arm says love life, and you can't really love life when you don't love yourself. So I really just want to make 2020 all about loving myself again and focusing on what I want to do and getting back in touch with who I used to be before I used drugs and alcohol to cope with all the things that weren't going right for me in my life. Um, you know, it's all about coping mechanisms, and it's a struggle when you quit drinking or doing drugs because those are the skills we've used to cope with things. And so our toolbox as drug addicts and alcohol addicts or alcoholics, our toolbox is only full of these bad tools like drinking and partying and smoking, and we don't know how to cope with things without them. So it's a process, you know. You can't just quit everything at once. You have to take it in steps sometimes because, you know, you need to fill those voids of coping with healthy habits such as going to the gym, going on a walk, or going bowling, or going hiking, or doing yoga, or meditating. Um, Anything that is healthy for you is a better coping mechanism than drinking or drugs. Um, so I don't know. I'm about that. That's like what I'm going to school for is recreational therapy, and I can't be a successful recreational therapist if all my coping skills are drinking and drugs. So I need to listen to myself more and do these things. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that it motivated some of you to maybe give up some of those negative things that you do in your life, or at least try it for 30 days and see what you think. Everything in moderation is good to a point, and if you can't keep it moderate, then you might have a problem. And I know I had a problem, or have a problem, with keeping drugs and alcohol at a moderate level, so it's probably just a better idea that I don't do them. Um, and this is something that I've been struggling with and thinking about for a while. And so I think this 30-day sober experience was a good push for me, and I'm glad that I accomplished it. So, anyways, thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!